Okay, y'all, finally it has been a long day and I have been literally slacking on the footage that I've been kind of wanting to get to help tell the story this year. Trying to get better with the filming and showing all that. Every year I want to try to get better and better to make these hunts for y'all better and more enjoyable. But today I've been slacking, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a long day. I've had a lot of work to do. Had to literally pack everything today. I just hadn't had time to do it. So I've literally packed a whole month's worth of stuff. Kind of started last night and today, and had to do a little bit of work on the truck. Had to get me a new battery. Battery literally died yesterday on it. So got that done, got that changed. Glad that done it at home and not on the road. Had to get a tire fixed. Had to get my tires rotated. I rotated them myself. And now we're on the road. It is 10 o'clock and just now getting on the road. We got a pretty good ways left to go, but hey, I am super excited. I'm kind of tired, so my energy level ain't super high right now. But I'm gonna try to drive as far as I can tonight. Probably won't get but a couple hours in, and then I'm gonna have to pull over and stop and sleep. But going to a new state, never hunted, never even been to it, but I'm excited for it. Going to Minnesota. Got some good intel up there. I've also found some really good looking spots on the map. I'm excited to get in and kind of look at and see what I can find and what I can get on. But that's going to wrap it up for tonight, and we will see y'all tomorrow, hopefully a lot closer to Minnesota than what we are right now. So see y'all in the morning. Oh yeah, baby, I'm getting excited. Hey, we up here. It has been a long drive. It's like I said, 2 o'clock right now. Like it's another 45 minutes to get there, so we'll be a little before 3 o'clock getting there. I still got to buy my license when I get up here, so I got to find a Walmart, run in there and grab my license, and then hey, we're hunting. So I'm excited. This is the start of my fall trip. I got 3 states on this trip I'm doing. Probably be gone 4 weeks. So hey, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens in the next 4 weeks and what all happens, and just being able to chase the rut in different states like that. You get to kind of follow it. Like right here in Minnesota, we got decent weather, but not just awesome super freezing cold weather. It's going to be like 60s, upper 50s for the highs, and in the I think mid, maybe a few low 30 nights, but most time mid to upper 30s at night. So not just super cold weather, especially for Minnesota, but you don't get to hunt 3 states and get awesome weather in every one of them. You got to kind of take what you can get in each one, because it's hard just to line up good weather fronts in all 3 states when you're gone and trying to hunt so many of them. You just kind of got to take what you get in some and then hunt good weather in places where you feel like you could kill a big deer. So this one here is just going to kind of be a one of them places I've never been, new state, never been. So you know, hey, I'm not looking for nothing giant. I know Minnesota, they produce some absolute stud deer every year. So hey, you never know. I may kill the biggest buck on this whole trip in Minnesota, but you never know. So we're gonna get up here. I'm gonna hunt. I got probably a week to 9 days that I'm gonna be up here in Minnesota hunting, and then moving on out and going somewhere else. But you never know. I may kill before 9 days up, and we'll move on out a little sooner. So hey, let's get up here and get after it. All right, boots on the ground. First place getting out. Been a lot of people in here, it looks like, but bird season opened up. I think, I ain't real sure how long it's been, a week or 2, I think, that it's been open. And I just seen a pheasant running down this trail. So a lot of this could be bird hunters coming in here and walking this stuff, but we're gonna get back in here. There's another parking lot right down the road, there was a truck parked at it. I feel like he's walking back there to that back corner, kind of to my southwest. Listen, I hear that pheasant. That pheasant's right here. There it is. Pretty cool. It was a hen. I seen it running down that trail. I seen it was a hen, but pretty cool right there. I see a lot of deer trails cutting through all this stuff, but I think that guy's back yonder hunting to the southwest. The place I marked on the maps back to the southeast down here in this corner, so I'm gonna run in here real quick, look at it. If I don't like it, I'm getting out of here. Probably gonna go on further yonder way, because I still got to get my license and all that stuff. But I got a bunch of other places pinned that way too, so gotta find something. Bound to find something. So yeah, let's get after it. All right, we got a front moving in. It's supposed to get kind of cool tonight. Talking chances rain some places, but I've looked at these 2 blocks. Not much for deer sign. Hardly none at all. No crops are out, so this is not the spot. Not for me anyway. I'm headed on. Like I said, I got about 3 more blocks I would at least like to ride and look at this afternoon. They're probably 45 minutes to an hour away from me. So I'm gonna run to the truck, get over there, check them out real quick, and go from there. Oh, look what we got going. It is hailing on me. Come to this town, got me some supper, and we got hail. I'm trying to get back where I sleep at tonight. Found me a spot, but we got hailstorm. Hailstorm. All right, pretty well wrapped up this afternoon, or today, of getting here in Minnesota. Walked in a place, didn't look good, come out, rode around, rode over to another spot. I actually rode about 3 or 4 spots, but rode over to this spot right here that I'm not too far from right now. I'm gonna kind of let this rain slack up a little bit, and I'm gonna crawl back here and get in the bed, and then get up in the morning and see what we can do. Hopefully we can find something, get on something. We got a good weather day tomorrow, and then Saturday morning it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be like 29 degrees, so got a couple good days of weather before it's gonna warm back up, and then it's gonna come another little front. It's gonna move in next Wednesday, so it's gonna be a good little warm spell in between Saturday and Wednesday. So it'd be nice if I can make something happen this weekend, but it is what it is. It's hunting. Might not make nothing happen at all the whole time I'm here in Minnesota, but hey, it is what it is. It's hunting, ain't killing. So we'll see y'all in the morning. All right, day 2, new area. Put the raft in this creek. I've paddled up it a little ways, and I just stepped out right here, kind of looking at the ground. It looks a lot better. I'm telling you what. I've been to about 5 or 6 different areas scouting and looking, and as of right now, I've actually put about 300 yards worth of boots on the ground. Literally all that was walking from the truck to where I could put the boat in. And I've seen more deer sign in that 300 yards than I've seen the whole 4, 5, 6 other places that I've stopped and put several miles on. So this is looking a lot better, but I like it. To tell you one thing, another thing I've seen that yesterday I made it's like a 1.5 mile paddle down a creek, and most of the time you got a lot of deer in the area, or just deer in general. You get a creek with a bank that's kind of sloped, it ain't real steep, there's gonna be deer tracks down there. They may not be drinking, but deer are just curious about that. They like walking the edge of water, creek, river, whatever. There's going to be deer tracks. And yesterday in that 1.5 mile paddle I made, that was one way. That's 3 miles there, up and back, because I had to paddle back up it to get to the truck. But within that 1.5 mile stretch, I paddled up down one side of the bank, up the other side. Did not see the first deer track. And right here, where I put the boat in, deer tracks. Where I just got out of the boat, right here, deer tracks. So the only thing I can think of is I was in a really low populated area. There was CWD signs on most of those parking areas I pulled into. So the deer maybe, they may have died out from CWD. I don't know. I seen very few deer. I got here a little while ago, and I've done seen 5 or 6 does. I've sat up here on the spotting scope and watched a few this morning feeding around, but now it's just time to walk and get in some of these places and see what kind of buck sign there is. And hopefully find something. I don't really want to go nowhere else because I've made a long stretch as of right now, but this is kind of the area my goal was to make it to. So now that I'm here, it's time to case it out. All right, I've been jumping in and out of the boat. Pretty much just been leaving the GoPro, but I went back and grabbed it because I just found my new #1 spot. This right here, this got me excited. Now I don't know how good the camera's gonna show this, but what my eyes are seeing and telling me from what sign I just found is I just found a sure enough good deer right here. We got a scrape, first scrape that I have found yet. We got this limb right here. This thing comes up to literally about my chin. Look at that limb right there. All whooped up, still green too. That's all twisted up. Step right around this corner. Look at this. He's raked it way up there on that limb. He's been all the way up in that stuff and gouged it. Go right over here. I'll show you something else. This looks good too. All right, right here. That other scrape is about 20 yards around that corner. We got another scrape right here. Got a big limb broke off right there. Come right around the corner from that. Another pawed out spot. Hard to see on the camera, but that's pretty much a scrape right there. And a limb up here, literally eyeball height to me. All twisted up. We have a trail going right up through here on the west side of these willows. We got willows all back this way. We got tons of cover. So I'm gonna kind of take a little time with this little area and pick out the best tree, best spot I think I need to be, and figure out the best weather, best day that I want to be back in here. Because this right here done got me excited, sure enough excited. I just found a spot literally right over there, those trees across the river, that look dang good. Oh, look at this. Just seen this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I mean, raked it way up high. There's another one right there. This might have been a bed at one time that he was using, but he's not using it no more. So I gotta work with this right here. This could very well be the spot. There's definitely a buck in here, a good deer. I mean, from that sign, that tells me good deer in here. So I gotta figure him out. Day 6. Finally, the day that I've been waiting on. Front is moving in. It is cloudy. Wind is blowing. We've had a wind switch from the south to the northwest. It's feeling good. Temperature's dropping. Pressure is rising. Made it in here this morning. Just finally got everything set up. You know, even with the wind, I still try to be as quiet as I could be. Setting up, but we're in here. We got 2 trails. One literally right here, one right out there, under 20 yards. But where I'm at, I'm kind of in a pinch point, funnel, whatever you want to call it, because we got the river right out here, creek, river, whatever you want to call it too. But it makes a bend, and it's 60 yards to the edge of that water. So, if they come anywhere right through there, I can get a shot. I got a good little hole right through there I can get a shot on. Scrapes that I found the other day are right here. Got one right here and 2 on the other side of this one little thicket. Done had a doe come tearing up through yonder. She acted more spooked. I thought for a second she might be getting chased, but she really acted like she was more spooked than anything. But she come running up through and stopped right out there by the edge of the water for a couple minutes. Turned around and took off. So I feel like this is a spot. It may not be this morning. It may not be a morning spot. But this afternoon I feel really good about it. So I'm hanging in here all day. I've got stuff to eat, stuff to drink. I'm hanging with it. And hopefully by tonight something decides to come through and give us a shot. So I'm excited. This weather's got me feeling good. I know it's got these deer feeling good. So let's see what happens. All right, we have broke November 1st, day 8 here in Minnesota. And to be honest with you, probably my last day. Look out in this field. It's light enough I can barely see anything. But anyway, yeah, last night ended up seeing one doe come through pretty much right at dark. With all the snow we had yesterday, it got super cold. It's 24 right now. This snow's done froze back over almost solid, I feel like. And so when this sun gets up and gets to warming everything up, these deer may actually get up and start stirring here at 8 or 9 o'clock today, once it warms up a little bit. So I'm gonna finish gathering up my stuff right quick, and then yeah, head on in there, see what happens. Last day in Minnesota. So either way, good or bad, it's been a fun trip here, and I'll come back one day. But yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we can do on the last morning. Look at this. Another one right up in there. Fresh scrape right up here I want to show you. Right there's one scrape. Broke that little branch off. pull this up. Here's the big scrape. And it's been kicked out like this morning. Sometime all this is all beat up, tore up. So that's telling me there's a good deer in here somewhere. But I think what I'm gonna do tonight, I'm gonna come back in here and hunt. And what I'm thinking is that on the very end of this strip, hedgerow, is a little bottom, a bunch of trees on it. And I think that's where he's at. I think he's down in there bedded up. I could be wrong about that, but that's just my feeling. And I found a tree I can get in, a little small tree, but I can get in it. I can get up where I can see, so I'm excited, man. This is a good deer. I ain't no doubt in my mind this is a good deer. Maybe we'll get to see him. All right, here we go, baby. Feeling good. Got me a little something to eat. Shot my bow a little bit. I'm headed back in here. Kind of got me a tree picked me one out earlier. I'm gonna get back in here. It's just a little bit before 3 o'clock. I'm headed back in here. I'm gonna get up in it, get tucked in, settled in. I kind of do feel like it's gonna be probably a right at dark type of deal before a deer comes out. Especially a big buck. Anyway, I'm gonna be there early. That way I can get in quiet, get in slow. Hopefully have something happen, so I'm excited. I feel good. This is probably the best sign I've found so far. Well, not probably, I know it is. And I feel like it's a really good deer, so I'm going in hopefully to lay eyes on him. If I just laid eyes on him, I would call this whole Minnesota trip a success. So I feel like this is a really good deer. We'll see. I see a big buck. About time. He's over here. Probably 3/4 of, well, no, he ain't that far. He's half a mile. He's right over 800 yards. Right at 800 yards. I don't feel like all this sign that I've seen is from that deer. I think there's another deer around here. And I feel like he's bedded back here. So, I will shoot that deer. That's a big 8-point. But I also feel like there's something closer to me right here than that deer, so at least I got a little something to watch. Get a little time, and it's early too. It's only 4:30. We got 2 hours to talk. Actually, probably a little more than 2 hours with the sun out. But I want to keep eyes on that one right there. See what he does. That's a wrap on Minnesota. I didn't really get a good closing last night, but ended up seeing a bunch of deer. Best hunt I had, really. This morning I got up, went back to a spot that I was at yesterday morning, just because the wind was good for it, and ended up seeing some deer. and seen a pretty decent buck. But it, I don't know, kind of running out of time. I'm not really running out of time. I just, I think I need to be in my next state. So it's been fun. It's been 9 days up here. You know, you don't win them all, but I've had a great time. I've learned a lot. And if I ever do come back, I got a good idea of what I need to do, how I need to hunt it. But seen some good deer. Probably a lot of y'all is probably saying, man, you're crazy not staying and hunting. Well, yeah, you're probably right. Probably am. But I think I've taken away a lot of what I needed to know about this place and this hunting up here. And hey, sometimes, like I say, sometimes you're not 100% successful everything you go after and do, but you're that much more prepared for next time. So with that being said, you know, it's been real and it's been fun. All that equals up to real fun. So it's time to move on to the next one. So hey, we'll see y'all next time.